Hey kiddos, welcome to this week's homework review where we are solving expressions and equations. And I thought it'd be fun to bring in a little bit of PEMDAS. Yes, who doesn't love some PEMDAS? So for this one, just going to kind of talk through the steps in order and then give you your answer because I don't want to make this video too incredibly long. But if there's a certain question that you would like to see all the way through, let me know. So for this one, we would start with our parentheses. So 2 and 3 would give us 5. Then we are going to square it next because it's parentheses, then exponents. 5 squared would give us 25. Rewriting. Multiply 4 times 25 is 100. Don't forget our -5. Now we're going to add and subtract. So 5 minus 100 is going to give us -95 plus 10 would give us -95 plus 10 would give us -85 divided by 5. 85 divided by 5 would give us 17. And since they're opposite signs, it's going to be positive. So positive 17 for that one. All right, popping over here, we're starting with 2 to the third power, which means 2 times 2, which is 4, times 2, which is 8, negative, positive, negative, minus 5, be plus a positive. 8 plus 5 gives me 13, still negative. Over here, 8 and 2 is 16. Don't forget your 0. And then we have -13 and positive 160. That's going to give us positive 147. Okay, popping over here. 4 squared is 16 plus 2 divided by 6. 16 plus 2 is going to be 18. 18 divided by 6 gives us 3 plus 22. 3 plus 22 gives us 25. Over here, we're going to start with our multiplying. So 10 times 6 is going to be 60. 100 minus 60 is going to be 40. 40 plus 9 is 49, and we have our negative sign. 5 plus 2 is 7. 49 divided by 7 is 7, and it's negative because we have opposite signs. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 squared is 36. Minus 23 would be 13, plus 3 cubed, 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. Add these together, you get 40. Last one on this page, 7 squared is 49. 49 plus 8 is 57. So 3 plus 57 minus 12, 57, and 3 is 60, minus 12 leaves us with 48. Any questions on these PEMDAS, please bring them to class. You know I love a good PEMDAS question. All right, page number 2. We are getting into solving some expressions, and we are solving for our unknown variable. So with this one, we want to get a by itself. When 4 and a are stuck together, that means multiply. We're going to use opposite operations to get them apart. Divide by -4 on both sides. This cancels out, leaving a by itself. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Opposite signs make it negative. Over here, b divided by 6, which means we're going to multiply by the opposite. That cancels these out. Multiply by 6 on this side. 6 times 7 is 42. It's negative, is equal to b. Going down here, 18 is positive. We're going to subtract it to get rid of it. That cancels out. D is equal to 66. Over here, we're going to add 15 opposite operations. These are opposite signs, so we subtract. We have -40 is equal to C. They're multiplied. Let's divide to get rid of it. E is equal to 36 divided by 6 is 6. Opposite signs keep it negative. We have a negative f. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip it around so it's going to be positive. So we're going to add f to both sides. That's going to give us 7 plus f equals 20. Minus 7 minus 7, f is equal to 13. Any questions on these? Please bring them with you to class. Right, this time we are solving expressions and equations where we are given the value and we have to substitute. So I have x is 6, and I'm just going to write my substitutions in here. Y is 8, z is 4, x is 6, y is 8, z is 4. So I'm just writing in my substitutions so I can make it big and I don't have to come back. So when I substitute, that means I take the x out, which is our placeholder, and I put in the value I want to solve for. 4 plus 6 equals 10. Over here, y is 8. 8 minus 1 equals 7. Coming down here, 3x, so 3 times 6 equals 18. Down here, 4 over 2, or 4 divided by 2, equals 2. 2 times 8 plus 7, 2 times 8 is 16, 16 plus 7 is 23. 10 minus 4 equals 6. Any questions on this page? Please bring them with you to class. All right, down here again, we are solving for the unknown variable, but this time we have 2 steps. Our goal is always to get rid of any constants, meaning anything without a letter or variable stuck next to them. That is our first step, and then we get the letter or the variable by itself. So let's start with subtracting by 10. When I do that, I have 7g is equal to 56. Divide by 7, opposite operations. G is equal to 8. Over here, I'm going to start with plus 25. So 100 equals 5h, opposite, divide. I have 20 equals h. Coming down here, I'm going to subtract 9. Subtract 9. That cancels. We have negative 3k is equal to 21. Divided by negative 3, k is equal to negative 7. Plus 4, opposite operations, 12 is equal to 4j. Divided by 4, 12 divided by 4 is 3. J equals 3. Plus 6, we have to get m by itself. So this is 2m equals m plus 6 divided by 2 divided by 2. This is m is equal to m plus 6 divided by 2. Okay, we're going to get our m's by themselves. So minus m. We end up with m is equal to 6. Last one here, minus 6. We have 64 is equal to 8n divided by 8 divided by 8. 64 divided by 8 is 8 is equal to n. Any questions? Bring them to class. All right, last page here, love bugs. We are working on our word problems. So let's write our equation and see if we can solve it. So Andrea and Rachel purchased 42 cookies to bring to Heather's. If Rachel bought 18 of them, how many did Andrea buy? So Rachel bought 18. Andrea bought a certain amount of cookies, and together they had 42. So we want to solve for how many Andrea bought. Subtract 18 from both sides. That means that Andrea bought 24 of the cookies. I can sub it in to check. 18 plus 24 equals 42. Chris drives to and from work, and that is a total distance of 60 miles. How far is the drive for Chris one way? So if it's 60 miles to go to and from work, so 2 directions, what is the one way? Divide by 2, divide by 2. Chris drives 30 miles one way. Tina earned 14 more points than Maria on her math test. If Tina got an 84 on her test, what score did Maria get? So Tina got 14 more points than Maria. So if Tina got 84 points, Maria got that plus 14. Or I'm sorry, she got 14 less. So we're subtracting 14, subtracting 14. That means that she got a score of 70. We can check it. 70 plus 14 gives us 84. Charles had $5. If he bought a candy bar and got $2 in change back, how much was the candy bar? So he had $5. He spent an unknown amount of money and he got $2 back. So we want to know what he spent. So we subtract the 2 on both sides. That means he spent $3. I can check it. 3 plus 2 equals 5. That is how much he got back. David got a pineapple for $4. How much can he buy with $40? So it's $4 per pineapple. He can buy an unknown amount, but he only has $40 to spend. Divide both by 4. He can buy 10 pineapples with his $40. Last one is Sydney is in charge of babysitting her little brother 5 afternoons a week. If she earns a total of $20 a week, how much does she earn each day? So she babysits for 5 days. She gets paid an unknown amount each day and makes $20. If we divide both by 5, we find that Sydney is earning $4 a day to babysit. Any questions on these kiddos? Bring them to class. Have a good day.